Well, hi, this is Custom Works. I'm Clint Allen, and the Ford Bronco Raptor doesn't fit down the assembly line? Stick around. Well, thanks for sticking around through that. Well, let's talk about the Ford Bronco Raptor and the issues that Ford is having, and just ongoing problem after problem after problem. If you follow this channel and come aboard, subscribe, comment below, and we're done. Be happy to have you. Not a Ford hater here. It's just that they make it so darn easy. The constant launch problems and the constant recalls, and here we are. Oh, yeah. So the Ford Bronco Raptor has a size problem, and it's not the fact that it's 86 inches wide, it's that it's too tall now. And of course, it's self-inflicted again. The Ford Bronco Raptor's design brief called for 13 inches of suspension travel for the front and the rear, but the engineers, well, they had a different idea. So in the production form, the Bronco Raptor has 14 inches of rear suspension travel, which poses a real issue for production as the Bronco Raptor is now nearly 78 inches tall. So these engineers, they get paid a lot of money. And you would think that somebody would have got up from their desk and rolled over to Wayne, Michigan, where these are produced, pulled out a tape measure and said, hey, well, we got an issue here. But no. So the Ford Bronco Raptor is too tall for the assembly line over at Wayne, Michigan. And instead of caving in, meaning the engineers, and going back to the original plan, which was 13 inches, who's running Ford here? Well, I guess the engineers are, because the engineers got up and said, look, this is your problem. You figure it out. Ay. Well, Raptor Advanced Systems engineer Jack Cooper told major automotive outlets that early in the production line, the rear axle can't fully droop, otherwise the Bronco won't fit. Yes, we're talking about highly college-educated people here. Droop. Anyways, the solution came in the form of a two-position lowered shock mount bracket that holds the rear axle at an inch higher than normal, via 2 bolts per side placed in the upper slot position. These bolts prevent the rear suspension from reaching the full extended height, if that makes any sense to you. But anyways, what they've done is they just made a 2-position rear end connector, and that's how they've solved the problem. But we're not finished yet. The craziness continues. After rolling off the assembly line now, the Bronco Raptors are taken to the mod center. So we've got manufacturing, where they put the whole unit together. We've got a mod center, where it goes to next. And, after that, your service center at your local Ford dealer. So it's taken to the mod center next door, which is where the factory accessories are installed. The Bronco Raptors are placed on a lift, and the 2 bolts per side are loosened, and the set screw is removed from the bottom of the axle bracket and placed in the lower slot of the casting. Cooper note that the system is airproof, way to ensure that the axle is in the right spot, and it becomes obvious that the set screw has been removed from the bottom of the bracket and placed in the back of the casting at a simple glance. So, you just go, ooh, yeah, okay, well, she's in the right spot. The modification of the suspension uses a part straight from the F-150 Raptor bin, and this is normal. It's how the manufacturers save money. Through tuned differently with mounting angles and hardware that's applied in combination with the 37-inch BF Goodrich KO2 tires, it provides 13.1 inches of ground clearance. That's 4.8 inches more than the base Bronco and 1.6 more inches than the Sasquatch-equipped Broncos on 35s. It all adds up to one tall, presumably super capable SUV that requires some out-of-the-box thinking, per Ford, in order to get down the assembly line. So, I tell you, I don't know if I was a manufacturer, I wouldn't even wanted to admit that we had that problem, but what the heck, put her out there for the customer. But either which way, I hope you've learned something today, and you take it easy, and you have a good day.